Sister Wives. Robyn Brown's inability to reflect or admit fault has caused her to lose almost everything. Can she keep Kody? Sister Wives star Robyn Brown has moved through her time within the family like a bull in a china shop. But now that she's nearly lost everything, will she notice her inability to reflect on her own role in the life she's created? Throughout Sister Wives Season 19, Robyn's reduced role has been an interesting departure from past seasons. While Robyn has still been part of the show, she's been in a lot less of it, which has left many wondering what the series will be doing in the second half of the season when it comes to the couple. Robyn's marriage to Kody has been difficult since his 3 divorces, which has made her a tougher sell for audiences to watch on screen. While the show has been honest about just how much turmoil Kody has gone through in his life leading up to his relationship with Robyn being his only remaining marriage, it's been clear that Robyn doesn't feel she needs to take any blame. While Kody may have been married to his original trio of wives, Robyn's behavior has been what pushed them away in many moments, but her inability to reflect shouldn't come as a surprise. Although Robyn has spent a lot of time in her life defending her relationship with Kody, she never really seems to understand that there are issues that stem from her behavior or her side of the relationship. Robyn's inability to be upfront about her behavior has always been jarring, but in recent years, it's become far more clear that Robyn hasn't been able to take any accountability for what's happened in her life. Instead of reflecting on her behavior and trying to do better, Robyn's cast blame toward Kody and the original trio of wives to keep her hands clean. Despite knowing that people have seen a lot of her behavior unfold on screen, Robyn tends to pick and choose the narrative she shares on screen. Keeping up with the idea that she doesn't have a lot to do with what's happened in Kody's other relationships, it's clear that she's the person who Kody confides in most closely, which would give her access to his innermost thoughts. Robyn's ability to push Kody in the direction she wants has never been underestimated, so it's clear she's been a big part of the difficulties, whether she admits it or not. Although Robyn has been careful not to say anything directly to her fellow sister wives about the way she feels in the tense moments, she's clearly at the heart of the issues in the Brown family. By continuing to deflect her responsibilities as a sister wife, Robyn's been pushing away those that used to be close to her, like Meri Brown. While Robyn and Meri were close for years, the former sister wives have drifted as Robyn's continued to deflect her own responsibility in Kody's tough behavior toward his ex-wife. With Meri understanding Robyn's role more, their dynamic has changed. As Sister Wives Season 19 continues to share moments of Kody and Robyn having genuine affection for one another, it's clear that there are also some major issues that have been ongoing for the couple. Robyn's difficulties in taking any blame or responsibility for her behavior have been tough to watch, and with Kody becoming more aware of his situation in life, it's only a matter of time before he sees what she's truly like. Robyn's inability to take accountability for the issues in her life could easily cost the sister wives star her marriage to Kody. There was a time when Robyn Brown stood at the center of the sister wives world, her hand tucked firmly in Kody's, her voice weaving promises of unity, love, and eternal family bonds. She was the last wife, the one Kody called his soulmate, the woman he seemed to favor above all others. But as seasons unfolded and the family shattered into pieces, Robyn's inability, or refusal, to reflect on her role in the collapse became increasingly impossible to ignore. Today, Robyn Brown stands at a crossroads. Once surrounded by a sprawling family, children laughing and wives sharing meals, she now faces empty living rooms and fractured holidays. Kody is still by her side, for now, but even that bond shows signs of fraying under the weight of regret, resentment, and loneliness. When Cristin left, many viewers saw it as the beginning of the end. Cristin, once cheerful and supportive, had become deeply unhappy. Yet instead of Robyn pausing to ask herself how her own actions may have contributed to the crumbling foundation, she doubled down. In her eyes, Cristin's exit was a personal betrayal, a selfish act against the family, not a desperate grasp for freedom after years of neglect and inequality. Robyn cried on camera, clutched tissues, and spoke of her dream of a unified family. But never once did she own her part in the dysfunction. She painted herself as the innocent bystander, the victim of forces beyond her control. Kody, enraged and spiraling, parroted her sentiments, but fans, and maybe even deep down, Kody himself, began to see the cracks in the story. Then Janelle followed, and then Meri. One by one, the women who had once been her sisters in this plural marriage abandoned ship. Each departure wasn't a random coincidence. It was a mass exodus from a structure that no longer served them, a structure where Robyn, intentionally or not, had assumed the throne. In the quiet moments, when the cameras stopped rolling and the house grew eerily still, did Robyn ever ask herself if she had a role in it? If she did, she never showed it. Her public persona remained steadfast. She loved the family, she fought for it, and she was devastated by its collapse. But true devastation often leads to introspection, a searching within. Robyn seemed to look everywhere but in the mirror. It wasn't just about Kody's attention, though that was a glaring sore spot. It was the subtle ways Robyn isolated herself and Kody from the rest. The way she insisted on a nanny during COVID while other wives struggled. The way she built emotional walls that left Cristin, Janelle, and Meri feeling like outsiders in their own marriage. The way she seemed always to speak for Kody, to interpret his anger through her own lens, leaving little room for the other wives to be heard. Now, the once lively Brown family feels like a ghost town. Robyn has her children, her home, and Kody, but even Kody is not the man he once was. Gone is the buoyant, if chaotic, Kody who juggled multiple households and dreamed big for his family. In his place stands a man hollowed out by disappointment, clinging to anger because it's easier than facing sorrow. And Robyn is left to wonder, if she has Kody but loses everything else, has she really won? The relationship between Robyn and Kody, once unbreakable, now feels increasingly codependent rather than romantic. Robyn tries to keep Kody engaged, planning family get-togethers with dwindling attendees, speaking dreamily of a future reunion that feels more and more like a fantasy. Kody, in turn, seems trapped, torn between loyalty to the woman who has been his unwavering champion and the gnawing realization that the life they built together is a pale shadow of the dream they once shared with others. The real tragedy is that it didn't have to end this way. Had Robyn allowed herself to truly listen, to sit across from Cristin, Janelle, or Meri and hear their pain without becoming defensive, things might have been different. If she had said, just once, "I see how I hurt you. I'm sorry," perhaps healing could have begun. Perhaps the family could have found a new, more flexible shape rather than breaking apart entirely. But Robyn's armor is thick, her narrative tightly woven. Admitting fault would mean unraveling not just her public image, but her very sense of self. It would mean facing the possibility that she was not simply the peacemaker she always believed herself to be, but also, at times, the wedge that drove others away. Can she keep Kody? That's the question hanging heavy in the air now. On the surface, the answer seems to be yes. They are still legally married. They still live together. They still, at least outwardly, present a united front. But love without trust, without shared joy, without community, it withers. Kody is a man who thrived on chaos, yes, but also on connection. His love languages were loud laughter in full houses, the buzz of busy children, the balancing act of many relationships.